Okay, Nest. So this is one of our most asked for opinions. Zoe versus Bombi. I'm going to give you my thoughts as a short 5'1" mom of four from top to bottom. So let's start. Handlebar, Zoe. It adjusts. It can go higher. It can go lower. For me, it hits a couple inches above my belly button, where the Bombi is much higher and not quite as comfortable for me to push as a short mom. Bree will have a different opinion because she's much taller. So just something to keep in mind. There's adjustability on the Zoe. Let's see. There are let's do the brakes. So the brake for me is Bombi for sure. It's a single lever here where the Zoe has the bar. Basket, they're both relatively the same size. I do feel like the Bombi might be a little bit more sturdy than the Zoe. So that one might be a tie slash maybe half a point more to Bombi. As far as the back goes, each one has a pocket, with the Bombi being a little bit more secure because it has a zipper, where this has a piece of Velcro. So probably the Bombi for the back pocket. As far as the fabrics, it's kind of even for me. I think they're both really nice fabrics. They just have a very different feel to them. This is a little bit more softer. This is much more like rugged. So I think they're both luxury fabrics and the textiles are good. So I'm going to give that a tie. The canopies, for the canopies, I'm going to go with Zoe. You get a little bit more coverage, as you can see here. They both have the 4 panels and a zip away. One thing the Zoe does let you do is tuck it under, so you can still do, the 3 panels with a super quick pop open. So I'm going to go Zoe on that. They both have a peekaboo window that is magnetic. The Zoe comes with a little elastic toggle that you can just kind of roll up and tuck it away so it doesn't blow in the wind, where the Bombi you just kind of have to fold over. I haven't really had it blow, so that doesn't seem to be an issue, but just something if it's a worry for you. Let's see. Let's do harnesses. Bombi wins. The one pull adjustment for the waist and the shoulders is so clutch. This one does adjust. It just takes a little bit more effort. As far as buckles go, so I know there's like this big need for like magnetic buckles and whatnot. It doesn't bother me. I honestly don't think that any of our Nest team truly cares about magnetic or not. I think we have a couple favorite buckles, but magnet not included. They're both fine. They both pop open. So I'm going to say the buckles for me, it's negligible. I personally don't care if it's magnetic or not, but I know a lot of people do. So that's entirely preference. The one thing that's really different here is, so these are tied only because the Bombi, this piece, falls off quite a bit. So I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. But in saying that, it's super adjustable. So I can lower it. Where this has the nice fabric, but it's attached and it's not adjustable. So keep that in mind. Footrest for me is even. They're both about the same size. Seat size is even for me as well. They're about the same size and height. So it's not really a deal breaker for me either way. Again, I'm doing this kind of as like just my personal preference, nothing to do with the exact specs. It's what I've decided I like, having used them both. The one difference for me here is the footrest. So I think people have mentioned this, they've noticed it. My larger kids are going to pick the Zoe because it's more comfortable for their feet. In saying that, Bombi just announced that they're coming out with a cool accessory. I don't know what it looks like to solve the footrest problem for bigger kids. So stay tuned for that because that could be a game changer. The wheels, both of these wheels are the big wheels. Let me unlock it for you. So for me, I think it's probably the Bombi just because the back wheel is so much bigger than the Zoe. So I think for wheels, probably Bombi. As far as infant car seat compatibility goes, the Bombi has a couple of adapters that are coming out, which is great. They have the double adapter coming out soon. So cool. But they have the universal car seat adapters. So that's really neat. You can also get car seat adapters for the Zoe, but it's not universal. So you need to make sure that your car seat matches some of the adapters that they offer. Belly bar. For me, I do like when there is a dividing piece in the middle. So it's kind of a Zoe win for me as far as that. It also swivels out of the way. So good. But in saying that, I know that the Bombi doesn't have a divider because they wanted to save the weight, and it was going to add a decent amount of weight to the stroller to divide it in two. So I think as far as a decision making, that was a good choice on the designer's part to not do that. It does toggle out of the way. My 7-year-old can do this by himself. He tried it the other day. He thought it was fun to get in and out. So that's not an end all be all for me. I don't have them on here, but parent cup holder, 10 out of 10 Bombi. They have the doesn't suck cup holder that attaches to the frame. It's so good, guys. It's one of the better cup holders for parents that I've ever seen. Is the Bombi. The Zoe, it's just kind of a standard cup holder, a little bit floppy, it can spin. So Bombi, 10 out of 10. The fold is different on these. So the Bombi has the auto fold, which is great. The Zoe has the awkward has the seat fold with the lever on the side. I usually fold it from the front, so it's not really that hard. I personally don't really care either way about the fold. Let me do it again so you can see it better. It's usually that easy. So I usually don't care about the fold, to be honest, as long as it's, you know, pretty counterintuitive and simple. I think that as a short person, the double fold combined with the weight is a little bit easier for me. But I think that's just because I'm short, and I don't think that it's a game changer or deal breaker either way. As far as weight, I think technically they're not really that much different, but the Zoe feels so much lighter than the Bombi. Why that is, I don't know. And again, like for Bree, she doesn't care. It's not a dividing factor for her. For me, it a little bit is, because this is just so much lighter. And I think I don't have the same amount of leverage to get it in and out of the car as somebody that's taller. So for me, that might be the Zoe. I think overall, I can't really pick. I also feel like they fit different needs. Like if I was traveling on a plane, I'd probably maybe go with Zoe, but this is an awesome everyday stroller. It's lived in my car. I have a video that I'm going to upload as a short for you guys about my sister has a baby, so she had the single and I had the double, and we were at the beach last week when it was cool. So I think they serve different purposes, which is why it's hard for us to just give you a straight out answer when we get this question. But I hope that by going kind of from top to bottom, I've answered some of the questions for you guys. And if you have any other specifics, just comment below and I'm happy to answer them. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much.